Hi guys, welcome back on the channel. On today's video, we're going to have a quick flip through of Here's the Ruckus, medieval skirmish game by Mike Peters. This is going to be a flip through. We're going to see how the game looks, how the rules look. But if you want to have a more detailed understanding of the game, obviously there are pages in Facebook that the links will be in the description of the video below. And also, recently we had an interview. We chat with me and Mike on the channel. It was a couple of weeks ago, where Mike describes the concept, the philosophy, and a few of the mechanics of the rules. So without any delay, let's go and we go find the contents and reference to Billhooks, because um, Ruckus has the structure a little bit of Billhooks, although it has become its own game. And the credits, let's read the credits, written by Mike Peters, edited by James Griffiths, cover art by Neil Roberts, photography and design by Wargames Illustrated, published by Wargames Illustrated. Um, so these are the credits, and we go. Here is Mike, and it's very beautiful terrain. He's playing the game. An introduction from the author. Here, what you need to play the game, the basing that doesn't play important role, and we continue with the standard conventions and the 1 inch rule. Basically, miniatures cannot be closer than 1 inch from one another, from different, obviously, um, units. Then you talk about the retinue. That's a retinue, usually has 12 figures, and you have heroes. The heroes can be captains or squires, and every hero has his own attributes. Um, if you continue here, you can see they have a captain has a standard prowess, attacks, health, command, and save value. The squire is different. Now, here it explains to you what's prowess, what's attack, health, command, save value, and it describes a little bit more the hero's skills. Here we're talking about retainers and retainers attributes. You have it can be billmen, it could be peasants. It describes very well how a unit is compiled. Here you have also the other members of the retinue. You can be a retinue archer, a crossbow, can be a handgunner. Basically, the interesting with the rules is that within this unit you can have different weapons. You can have spearmen, you can have archers. So the the action is mixed. So here there is some custom retinues that the rules provide. Here is Captain Sir Henry Holland, suggestion with his skills. And here is Sir Walter uh, Devermy. I don't know if I pronounce it well. Here with his skills, his role, he's a captain, his prowess, his attacks, his health. He has some command skills. And here his retainers. For example, here in the bottom, you see he has a billman, he has an archer, has actually 3 archers and a billman with their attributes. And here we're talking about traits and skills and skill categories. Here you get prepare for battle, what you require, a scenario, you organize it into spears, that's how a unit is called, and you prepare the tabletop. You can fight in a 4x4 or 3x3 board. Very beautiful terrain, I think. Very jealous. We continue with terrain. It talks to you about open ground, hard ground, hills, obstacles. It has some quite interesting rules, the rivers and streams and the buildings. And here is the sequence of play. A game of Ruckus consists of a number of turns determined by the scenario. During a turn, each player will get the opportunity to move, shoot with their heroes, and give orders to their retainers in their spears to do the same. The characters may also charge into melee with enemy characters who are in range. Each turn and Ruckus follows the same sequence dictated by the cards in the hero deck, so very similar to Billhooks. So you shuffle the hero deck and then you draw a card, and depends on what hero he has. He performs actions, um, and the hero controlling the player declares the actions the hero and the retainers in their spear will perform. The hero and spirit characters activate in any order of their controlling player choosing, but each character must move and take all actions before the next character is activated. The only exception to this is when a character moves to support another in melee. And you go back to start one. Then we continue. Here is a bit of description. You have also the canning plan deck. consists of 5 cards. And then you have the Diver's Alarm deck, where represents various scenarios, specific events that occur during the game. So you have events that, may change. That's obviously very solo friendly. You continue with the command range, feckless, captain's privilege. These are different command and control rules. Very nice. I like the graphics. I really like graphics. I mean, miniatures with graphics, they give you a better understanding. Then you're talking about activation, arming for combat, recovery, movement. This is the basic movement, charging, supporting. This is a very interesting rule where if you have specific weapons, you can support with your character. Something that is not found in, I don't remember any skirmish rule set that, one character that's not fighting can support another character. So after charging, characters has moved one friendly character with a support trait. So you have to have support trait who is within move distance of the charger's final position, may move to support. Put them in base-to-base contact behind the charger. It's very innovative rule. It's something I was discussing with Mike before. So movement gambits, risk rolls, mishaps, that's quite interesting. I like mishaps. It gives a bit unpredictability to the game. Calamities, really beautiful sets. And then you have a sprint where you can move faster, but I can imagine you get you may get tired. You climb, and this is a fall table. You may fall. Very good. Leap, mishap, calamity. So a lot of interesting rules. Here is a river crossing. Then there's this other high-risk gambits. So there's a lot of movement mishaps. And here we're talking about shooting. It says the range, longbow is 12 inches, up to 24, crossbow 9 and up to 18, and handgun up to 12. Here is the special rules and how they work, and here are examples. Again, I like a lot examples of the rules. Here's a shooting sequence. I'll read it a bit. So to shoot an enemy, the target character must be within the line of sight. Check range and consult the shooting table to determine the weapon's range. Check for blocked shots. Roll to hit, roll a d6 to hit, and consult the shooting table. Any rolls of 1 are a mishap. So you get a mishap, then you have to check what mishap you have. Maybe your string of your bow will break. If the shot results in a mishap, refer to the shooting mishap section. Otherwise, resolve block shots. So if there is any defense. So with a +4, you hit the target. With a 3 or less, if you hit an obstruction, allocate a long range for bows and longbows, and target rolls for save. So the sequence of shooting mishaps. Then melee, similar explanation of melees. I like that they have here in the bottom blocked pushbacks. So there is pushbacks, there's melee reactions, something that I asked actually Mike in the interview. And here's the melee sequence. I can imagine it's similar. And we go for the support, talked about support, evading, defending a barrier. So if you have a barrier or crossing a defended barrier. And there is very nice melee example, how melee works. I like examples, rules, they help you understand of how the rules works. Then you have health, a reduced performance, will to fight, when to take a will to fight test. So there is a will to fight test, quite interesting, I think. And phase and how the game is won. Feckless test, so alternative between players taking feckless test for any character with feckless token. Roll a d6 for each character. 2 or less, you run away. Remove the figure from the table. 3 or 4, what says I wasn't doing nothing, and the +5 as my lord commands. So that's quite very interesting. So you have quite scenarios and advanced rules. You go to shooting in buildings, talking about banners, pavises, and special weapons here. There is a lot of online information, but the rules on this is the quick reference sheet that it's always helpful. So the rules are very well structured and they're very interesting. They have some very interesting concepts. They have traits that make the individual heroes very different from one another, and they're quite interesting. I would say that they're very enjoyable. Also, there's a lot of support. I think you can check it in the interview. Mike has 100 Years Wars and army lists, has from different medieval periods. He's extending, I think, back in Shortl, I think. And in general, there is a lot of content that is added and will be added in the future for different medieval periods. So this from me, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this quick flip through. Thank you so much for watching, and bye bye.